Hi, it's Russell Markham here from VectorVest. Isn't this technology amazing? I can superimpose myself over VectorVest, and so it's great. So you can see exactly who's presenting to you. I want to show you a technique in VectorVest, the power of VectorVest. I want to show you market timing, all right? And I want to combine that with fundamental and technical analysis. All right, so if you are new to VectorVest, you can take it a trial for $9.95 USD, call it 14 Australian dollars, and you can trial out VectorVest for 30 days and do exactly what I'm going to show you now. All right, so within VectorVest, I'm going to click on graphs. So we are graphs, and where it notes stock on the drop down, I'm going to click on the drop down, and I'm going to click on market timing. This market timing will allow for me to effectively look at the average of all the stocks that we track since 2007. You can see the GFC, and you can see how the market's come back in recent times. In the last 5 years, we can see that the market's had quite a good run. We had a bit of a pullback towards the end of 2018, and then it surged in 2019. All right, so what I'm going to do now, and you'll see if you want to get that layout, you can click on the MTI layout, for example, under graph layouts, and then you can just turn off all the other parameters. So you've simply just got the average of all the stocks we track. So the average of those stocks per the home page, we currently track 2,095. All right, so the average price of the 2,095 shares is just over $3.24. Now, just to the left of where it notes last close, the drop down there, you can effectively select confirm calls. This is our slowest of all of our market timing signals, our most conservative. And if I zoom it in over the last year and a bit, you can see here at VectorVest, you can see there we told you to be careful in the market. There's a good opportunity to go into the market. There we then got back in after getting out, and there we got back in again over here. So you can see there you get in once. If you're very conservative, you could go to cash. So there you go back in cash. There you get in, there you get back out, and there you get back in. Right. If you wish, if you get in here into the market, all we're saying is that when you get confirmed down, you would not be buying any further stocks. So if you got stopped out, you'd wait until you got the signals to buy back in. So you don't have to jump all the way back out into cash. But for today's exercise, I'm going to assume we jump out into cash, and then we get back in when the signals dictate for us to get back in again. Okay, so let's do this exercise. Let's go back here to the start of January. Now, the reason why, and I've got this on weekly, so I'm going to change this to being end of day. So let's just make this end of day, and I'll make this a year. So there we go. We're getting in here. Now, the reason why we want to make sure that we're not going to be a buy, hold, and hope investor, if you go back to the global financial crisis, for those of you that held on to stocks through the global financial crisis, you no doubt took a loss anywhere between 20 to 60% on average. Why put yourself through that pain? What if you got out just before the global financial crisis and got back in just as the market was starting to move back up again? Your returns to date would be much, much better than for those that had stuck it out during the global financial crisis. And that's what it's all about here. So at VectorVest, what if we got in as the market's coming back up? So here we had a bit of a lengthy pullback. Here we're getting back in. What if you got back in on the 9th of January and you'd pick some of the best fundamental and technical stocks money could buy? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on viewers, and I'm going to click on stock viewer. Stock viewer will find us some of the best fundamental and technical stocks that money can buy. And I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to go back in time to the start of January. All right, so if I go back in time here to the start of January 2019, here we go. 9th of Jan, which coincides with the date that we saw on the graph there. So the 9th of Jan, here are some of the best fundamental and technical stocks that money could buy at that point in time. If I scroll down through the list here, you'll see that as we get further and further and further down into the list, the fundamentals and technicals are not nearly as strong as those at the top of the list. So VectorVest does all this analysis every day for you. Makes it quick and easy to do in just a couple of seconds. All right, so here we go. Let's grab the top stocks. Let's maximize this a bit here. We'll buy some of the best stocks money can buy as of the 9th of January. And let's do this. Let's quick test. I'll quick test the top 10. So let's grab the top 10 here. Here we go. Top 10. Now here we go. I'll show you. This is a buy, hold and hope investor. And as it turned out, the market had a really good run this year. So you're up 58%. Wonderful, right? But ask yourself this question. What happens if the market, say, drops 10%, for example? We have a big pullback in the market. You're going to give away a lot of those returns. All right, so don't become a buy, hold and hope type investor. So let's use the power of market timing now to time the market. So we noted to get in on the 9th of Jan. So we can use the VectorVest timing signals. Then we noted to get out, there we are, in May, 14th of May, per the graph. All right, so I'll then click run test. So I'll run it from that point to point and I'll note the results. There we are, 48.88%. Let's write that down, 48.88%. If that's all you made for the year, when I say all, it's a phenomenal return, isn't it? But if that's all you did from the 9th of Jan to the 14th of May, the end of the year, you could say to your friends and colleagues, I made 48% for the year. And they'd say, wow, that would probably beat like 99% of fund managers out there, would it not? All right, okay, so we've got 48. Let's close it out. Let's come back to our graph. So we ran from there all the way to here. Now we're going to look to get back in here, 20th of May. Hop back to viewers. Let's change the date, bring it back into the 20th of May. So we'll roll it forward now. Here we are, the green entry signal, 20 May. VectorVest will refresh. Here we go, so it'll load it all up. Let's quick test the top 10. So we're going to run it from the 20th of May, and we're going to run that through until we got the exit on the 3rd of June. Here we go, and run the test. All right, the market didn't really do much. All right, so the market on average went down about 2%, and we only lost 0.88. It's barely a scratch. All right, so write that in, minus 0.88. You can't win them all. That breakout was very short-lived. It didn't run much at all. Okay, so that time period from here to here didn't do much. In fact, as it started to break out, it pulled back down. Here we go. The next one, 18th of June. All right, and we run that through until August, 12th August. So 18th June, come back to here. 18th of June, let's load it up. Bring the date forward. 18th June, here we go. All right, here we are. Top fundamental technical analysis at our fingertips. Quick test the top 10. Now, if I run that through until the 21st of August, we've lost 2.5%. Yes, we've had some pretty explosive winners, but we've also had a few big losses. But we're using market timing, so we're going to come back in here, and we're going to exit on the 12th of August. Push enter there, run the test, and we end up with 4.54. So write that down, 4.54. Okay. Let's close out of here. All right, so we're not going to acquire anything further now because we're still in a confirmed down. But let's just recap. So from this period here, from here to here, let's check the notes, 48.88%. Let's bring out the calculator here and keep a tally. So that was 48.88. So I've got that locked in, all right. From that time period here, all right, to here, we lost 0.88 minus 0.88. All right, so we're sitting now at 48%. And then from here, we get back in. We made another 4.54. 4.54 for a total of 52.54%. That's the power of fundamental and technical analysis every day, that you've got this power at your fingertips. So you can work out the top fundamental and technical stocks, and then you can time the market. You can then time the market effectively as to when you're going to buy those top fundamental and technical stocks. Now, there's a lot more to it as you get into VectorVest here. During that journey, we're not just going to simply buy those stocks and hold on to them without any risk and money management rules. And therein, we can teach you some additional techniques to ensure that you can protect yourself further. But here's a quick exercise where we just simply showed you some basic market timing. Our confirmed signal is simple to use. It's quick and easy to use. It's fun to use because you have a lot of confidence when you get the entry signals. You can jump in on the entry signals. You've got the best fundamental and technical stocks at your fingertips, and you look to acquire those stocks in a rising market, in a falling market. You're not acquiring any further positions. If you're very conservative, as we did in this exercise, you go to cash and you wait for the entry signals to go back in again. All right. Now, if you're interested in taking a trial of VectorVest, what you can do here, www.vectorvest.com.au, and then in here you can click on risk-free trial. You can take it a trial for $9.95 for 30 days. So call it about 14 Australian dollars at current exchange rate, between 13 to 14 Australian dollars, and you can give it a go. During your trial, make sure you come along to the webcasts, make sure you come along to the live events, come and see us. You'll get a call from one of our team in Melbourne, our onboarding team, and they'll give you some free training as well. All right, so I hope you got a lot out of this. I hope you enjoyed the quick demonstration here. There's so much more to VectorVest, but it need not be difficult. With VectorVest, it's quick, it's easy, it's powerful. And for those of you that want more functionality, we've got plenty of excellent tools in there to show you a lot more than what we've just shown you today. All right, hope you got a lot out of it, and I'll speak to you shortly.